government announced two big announcements. One was on the sale of beer in stores. We don't know what kind of stores yet. And also the sale of hydro. Interim PC leader Jim Wilson is here joining me because you have something to say about that. Let's just deal with hydro first. We've heard this announcement a few times. The final time this morning. What's your comment?
Well, they're breaking the law. Now they say they're going to change the law because they don't like that it says that if you were to sell any part of Hydro One, and now they say they're going to sell up to 60% of it, the proceeds of that sale have to go to pay off the $27 billion of hydro debt that we have in this province.
Right.
So that's not the $288 billion of regular debt we have. There's another $27 billion in a hydro bank, and it's owed. So the people of Ontario,
says she wants some money from the sale to go to something else.
She's going to steal that money and put it into paying for her 12 years of economic mismanagement, her deficit, $10.9 billion. It says it's going to infrastructure, to Shell's game. It goes to pay off the debt towards their mismanagement.
But they've got a majority government, so they can change the law.
Sure, they can, but it's unfair to the ratepayers. You're going to see higher and higher hydro prices as a result of today's maneuvering. The fact of the matter is, I brought in the law, the Electricity Act in 1998 when I was Energy Minister. I foresaw the day that some Liberal government might want to steal money from our hydro companies, and the law clearly says, as it stands today, that anytime you do a sale of Hydro One or OPG, that money needs to go towards $27 billion. Why? Because we want to bring energy prices down and attract jobs in this province and bring the companies and manufacturers back. The Liberals don't care about that. They're going to steal that money to pay for their economic mismanagement of the last 12 years.
They need money.
Well, they need money, but you don't take it out of the electricity sector.
Where do you get it from?
Well, you don't put your deficit, your $10.9 billion deficit on the backs of electricity customers. We already have the highest electricity rates in North America. We've lost over 300,000 jobs in the manufacturing sector. This will kill more jobs right across all sectors, but particularly manufacturing in Ontario.
Okay, so if jobs are killed, at least according to the Premier, you'll be able to get a beer.
Well, you'll be able to get a beer, but beer is going to go up. Their take in the first year is going to be $100 million in new taxes. They said that very clearly today. They're not trying to hide that. $100 million for beer drinkers in the province of Ontario just as we enter barbecue season.
So help me understand the announcement this morning, because she said there are going to be 450 stores which are allowed to sell craft beer, and it's great for the small breweries. They've been suffering for a long time. How are they going to pick those stores? Is it going to be...
Well, they're picking winners and losers. You're absolutely right. The fact of the matter is, if you live in small-town Ontario, or if you're the village convenience store, you are the grocery store in town.
Right.
It's the end of small rural grocery stores. It's the end of small rural convenience stores. Our argument on that is, yeah, we'd like to see beer more available, fine. The government shouldn't be introducing a new tax. They are. That's their true motive. But at the end of the day, if you're only doing 450 stores, and there's thousands of stores in the province, you're being very, very unfair, and you're picking winners and losers.
Well, and also you're making winners and losers because the two stores, one beside the other. I mean, one has beer, one does not. You know which one's going to be making more profit margin. Help me again.
Well, or on that, too, a lot of our towns now are set up.
Right.
There's the Costco, the Walmart, and the big superstore
right
outside of town. We're having a hard time right now with our stores in the downtown areas. If they get all the beer and wine, there's no need to go there's no need to go anywhere else.
They'll disappear.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this tax on beer.
Yeah, it's $100 million. It starts in November. It starts with 25 cents a case, but to get $100 million a year, you're going to need a lot more than 25 cents per 2-4. Because they know consumers won't like it, they're saying that for the first 2 years, the large brewers can't raise the price on their cases of beer for at least 2 years. But everybody else will get hit, the craft brewers will get hit, and at the end of the day, the beer drinking public, including myself, will pay more, much more. All to bail win out of her 12 years, Win in McGinty's 12 years of economic mismanagement in this province.
Jim Wilson, good to see you. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm sure we're going to have more discussions about it.
Yes, we will.
See you later on.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to